Hey, Sal.
Hank, what's going on? We haven't worked a case in years.
I just bought my car at Carvana, and it was so easy. Too easy.
Think something's up?
You tell me. They got thousands of options. Found a great car at a great price. And it got delivered the next day.
It sounds like Carvana just makes it easy to buy your car, Hank.
Yeah, you're right. Case closed.
Buy your car today on
Carvana.
Delivery fees may apply.
Booze and banter.
So, Frank, we got another guest from Canada, right?
Yes.
Yes, from Canada.
I wore red for Canadian.
Oh, amazing.
Introduce yourself and tell us who this cute animal you have in your hands.
My name is Maddi, and this is Goose.
I love it. He said hi. Hi, Zeus.
Yeah.
So
He
cute.
was just born on the farm about 3 weeks ago.
On your farm?
Yes.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
That's great.
How many pigs do you raise?
Right now, 12.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
so
and
cute.
6 of them live in the house right now.
You know,
But 3 of them are small, so they don't really count. They're like the size of one pig.
I see these videos of people have these cute pigs at home or these like fluffy, like hairy cows. You know,
Yes.
Yeah.
so adorable. And you know what? Pigs are clean animals. Like people, you know how they say, "Man, you like a pig," but actually they're pretty clean animals, right?
Pigs are very clean animals.
Yeah.
Actually, most of ours are actually house trained. They have like a litter box that they go to, or they know how to go outside.
Nice.
But that one's actually it's going to get bigger, right? That's not like a mini pig.
No, this one's
Yeah.
gonna be this one's a meat pig.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but we do have a couple of mini pigs that live in the house. Yeah.
So you have a lot going on. We'll talk about all that. I mean, you've got this. You've got the farm. I know you've got a winery. You've got is it a toastery? Is that what you call it? Some other business.
A meadery.
Yeah, but didn't you have something you guys have with like coffee?
Oh, the coffee. Yes, the roastery. Yes.
Roastery. See, okay.
Toastery, roastery.
Pretty close. I mean, we're toasting and we're roasting.
I'm toasty in Syracuse because it's so fucking cold here. Boy, I'm sure it's cold in Canada, but you're on the west side, right?
We are on the west side. Yes, it's still cold. Like we're in like our -10s right now. That's probably summertime for what you guys are experiencing, though.
Yeah, we have a lot of, we would call in the snow belt. So the Great Lakes, we get a lot of cold air and snow coming through there. So we are right in the path of it.
I think we got 3 feet of snow in 2 days. Like
Oh my gosh.
last week. Yeah. Oh, it's crazy. And we choose to live here, right?
Yeah.
So we wanted to talk about you've got many things that we'll talk about as far as your accolades and your awards and your achievements. But right now, I think we can discuss your winery, right? And your
Absolutely, yes.
your different endeavors in that. And I know there's some different sort of pieces to that. And why don't we first just start with, you introduce yourself and then how you got started in this.
All right. How I got started. So actually I used to work at a bar in West Edmonton Mall, which if Mall of America is listening, West Edmonton Mall is bigger. So I was lucky enough to start there, and it was actually called the Red Piano. It was a dueling wine bar, and it was so cool. Dueling piano wine bar. And it was very neat. And we used to do these high-end wine dinners. And lucky enough, we had really good management that really encouraged us to learn more. And I didn't actually even know you could learn about wine in that sense. So that kind of led me down a more of a sommelier path, where I started to do school for that. And then I got my first job in a winery. The tasting room was fun, the customer side, but then the vineyard manager needed help out in the vines. And that's when I got hooked on it. Mm-hmm. So I was lucky enough to do my first harvest. And then I just wanted to make the wine.
I've been at the winery, and the smell of the fresh grape out there is so unique.
Oh, there's nothing more magical than being
it's intoxicating.
And different grapes, like species, they smell different, and you can really pick that up with the aroma. Even outdoors. Before we continue, would you like to be called Maddi or Madison?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. Sometimes people hear Maddi as like Matt T. So sometimes I try to use Madison, but it really doesn't matter to me. Whatever.
Let's stick with
you
Madison
guys
then. Madison.
want.
We got some wine here, and we want to continue into our story, but we like to sip on some wine. I think that would be appropriate for this, right?
I think so too. Yes.
And let's get your recommendation what we should open. So we have white wine here, Kendall Jackson,
Okay.
Chardonnay. We have a red wine. It's a Mosaic red dry wine, Cabernet Sauvignon, Vineyard din Valais. This is from Italy, I believe.
Ooh.
Yep. This is from Italy. And then this one is also red. I don't know. I might say it wrong. Ciancha, Cabernet Sauvignon from Argentina. This is 2024 year. This one is 2025. And
this one is 2023, the white wine.
I would go with the Argentina myself. It'll
Mhm.
keep you warm.
Absolutely.
are you joining us?
Actually, I am joining you guys. I also have red.
Yeah. And then we have another wine here we'll talk about afterwards. Because I know you are.
Which I've never heard that kind of wine before.
Yeah, basically. So we'll talk about it. Muse, right? Muse is your non-alcoholic wine. And this
This
one,
is the non-alcoholic.
I don't know where I got this from, but this is de-alcoholized New Zealand premium red.
Oh, nice.
So I don't know where this came from, but we have this thing up here. We're supposed to be Vikings because you can obviously tell, right?
I can, yes.
You're a Viking. I'm a Roman.
This has got some sort of Viking ship, so I'm sure it was a gift from someone. But we'll talk about that afterwards. So,
Right.
What are you drinking? What do you have?
I'm actually drinking our non-alcoholic. I'm drinking our Muse Merlot. We're not doing fully dry January, but we're trying to be better during the week. So
Yeah. What they call it? It's there's a name for that now. It's
For dry January.
yeah, it's like moist January or something.
oh yes, we're slightly damp.
damp January. That's what it was. Right.
Cheers.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks for joining us.
Cheers.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Madison. Sorry to interrupt you, but this was important.
That's good.
Of course.
Let's get back into it. So you were asked to help in the winery and out in the fields, you said?
Yes.
And then you fell in love with it, and let's pick up from there.
So that led me to do more schooling. So I did the WSET Journey, which is the Wine Spirit Education Trust, formerly based out of London, but they have satellite schools all over. So I was doing it out of San Francisco. And then I also went to UC Davis to get more of an actual winemaking certificate behind me. The WSET program is definitely more sommelier based, but it is very useful in terms of like teaching you about the terroir and the different grape varieties and all the different methods and ways to make wine. Then I had to learn the science behind it. So that was a 2-year program. And then from there, I was lucky enough to be able to travel around. I went to New Zealand, also went to Australia and worked down in California as well too. Just doing the different harvests. So kind of got a good variety of hands-on experience. And then COVID happened and that brought me back home. So I had a home winery that I always came back to because the Southern Hemisphere harvests are separate, different, like the opposite years from a Northern Hemisphere harvest. So I always came back home to my home winery. And then that's where I met my husband actually. And we spent a lot of time during COVID and we came up with this crazy idea of why don't we do it ourselves?
And so this is Violet Acres?
And that's Violet Acres. Yes.
Okay. Yep. So, yeah, because I read, there's a lot. I was trying to read up. There's a lot that's happening with you and your husband. And I read the legacy part of his family and the generations, and then now how you guys have kind of branched out about that. So it was really hard for me to comprehend because there's just a lot of it. I mean, it's very impressive.
It's totally true. He's actually the super cool wine guy. He has all of the wine history. So I always explain it. He like grew up in a winery. So he's the experience based and then I am the book based.
And then, so are you able to tell the variety, like, these people, this is a vintage 2009, they can do that. Like, I don't know how they do that, right? But can you do that? Can you tell? Like,
I can definitely up to a certain point. I am a little rusty on my tasting, but I can for sure. Definitely when it comes to the grape varietal, down to the vintage is hard, but probably within 3 years.
oh man, it's phenomenal. That's incredible.
I know you have to like swirl the glass and see like how much of it stays on the glass, right, and how it runs down. Like are those some part of the sound?
The
That's
legs.
actually more of a myth. That's
okay.
really relevant when it comes to dessert wine because it's going to be thicker. But when it comes to just regular wine, it's more of a consumer myth.
And what's with those aerators? Like I've seen people use these. It looks like a shot glass, but it's not. And then you pour it in there, and it's supposed to put more air into it.
Yes, those are very handy. They come in all different types. We have at least 5 or 6 different kinds of aerator on hand because you just never know. It's just they're mostly for red wine. Some whites you would do, mostly red though. And it's just to basically awaken the wine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So sorry, just interrupt. Roman he ended up laughing hysterically at me because I was telling, like, I don't understand, like, people drink wine in a glass, right? But I would rather just pull it out of the bottle. I mean, I know it's super unclassy, but like I could drink a whole bottle. I mean, it's just like a huge beer, right?
Well,
It's just like a huge beer. Yeah. I mean, when the moment calls for it, you can even get those, you can get the silly straw glasses so it can be in the bottle and then it'll go.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Roman doesn't understand that. We got it.
Yeah. There's many ways to drink wine.
I love red wine because it's perfect for sitting and sipping. It's good for, conversation, drink, and next thing you know, you're 4 glasses in. I just can't imagine just sitting there.
I could do it. I mean, challenge accepted, right?
You want to put a little air in it, right?
That's what we'll do next time. We will all drink a bottle of wine.
All right, good.
And we'll see how far we get.
Yeah. Oh, I could get.
straw.
So is the general rule of thumb red wine, red meat, white wine, white meat? Is that the pairing type of? Yeah, sort
That
of.
would be very accurate.
Yeah.
This bottle actually shows. So this says aspect dark red ruby notes, aroma intense bouquet and nuances of red sweet fruit, taste fruit and silky with a long aftertaste, culinary associations, grilled vegetables and spicy food, and that's it.
To pair it with, you're talking about?
Yeah, so some of the bottles, I got a gift, a box of bottles. There was like 30 bottles in there. And some of them came with these suggestions of like food.
What's the one with the wood chips? Which type is is that Cabernet or Shiraz or?
That could be any red wine that has wood chips in it. So there's a variety of different ways to get that oak feel in there.
Mm-hmm.
One would be wood chips. That's the most
Common.
price friendly. The most price friendly.
The economical. Yeah. All of that, right.
Yeah. Then you could do like oak cubes. You can do oak staves, or if you're really traditional, then you do the actual oak barrel. Mm-hmm. But oak chips are just an oak barrel broken down.
Yep.
Yeah, and that applies to majority of red wines. You could also do white wine as well. Different varieties though. So Chardonnay is like the chicken of wine. It's really bland on its own. So you want to spice it up. So you could put oak with it. It's really nice.
Sure. Chicken of wine. How about that, Roman? That's cool. I like that.
We'll remember that.
Yeah.
Make a t-shirt.
Right?
So
Chardonnay can be anything. So
Madison,
it can be sparkling, it can be oaked, it can be light, it can be heavy, it can be aged, it can be not aged.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where is your winery located?
We are in Summerland.
And are you growing grapes right there on your farm or at your winery?
Yes, we only have 2 acres. We just recently took out some. Just prepped some more plots this year, actually. So we're going to have about 5 acres planted in total. It is a long journey, though, and it's quite expensive to plant grapes out here. We live in beautiful British Columbia, but BC stands for bring cash.
That's right. Yeah.
The Monaco of Canada, some people call it, which sounds really nice until you have to do a business here.
Sure. Right. No, I get it. It's anywhere you go nowadays is really expensive. I mean, but you guys are building something that's gonna, it's gonna have a legacy. So you put some money in up front, and then you're able to sort of, I guess if you're going to have a family or however this is going to work, you'd have something to share with them or to pass down, like what happened with your husband.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. No, it's our plan to keep it going. We want to revamp the Violet legacy again.
Mm-hmm. I mean, just the ownership would be split up amongst 10 or 12 kids that you have probably, right?
That's all of our kids are 4-legged right now, actually. But we
All
do have,
going to the
in
pigs.
future. In the future, we'll have some for sure. I don't know about 10 or 12. Maybe like 2.
What kind of, because of the conditions where you live, what species of grapes ideal for that climate?
We are very north. We're actually at the most northern limit for growing grapes. We do like Cab Sav out here. We tend to have a shorter growing season, so it is hard to ripen the grapes to that optimal level. Some people call us Napa of the North, highlighting the north part for sure. Riesling does really well out here. BC is actually very well known for their Pinot Noir as well. We also have a lot of hybrids. So we planted only hybrids just because they're hardier for the weather and they're a little bit more fun. So like all the traditional grapes that you see, like Chardonnay. So we did a Chardonnay Muscat. Muscat is very like beautiful, perfumey, floral notes. So it just kind of ramps it up a little bit. You get some like nice like orange, tangerine notes in there. We did a grape called Lucy Coleman. It's a Nova Scotia hybrid. Really good for the tough winters that we go through. We unfortunately planted the year that we had the deep freeze and we were seeing temperatures over -30 over -30. And grapes do not like that, but we were pretty lucky. We lost about 35%, but that's okay. It was also a new planting to begin with. So we were bound to lose some regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Can you explain a little bit of hybrid grapes? Like, just to like a understanding of what it is as opposed to your regular grapes.
So like your Cab Sav, your Cab Franc, your Chardonnay, those are going to be all Vitis vinifera grapes, which is its own family. And then you can have like Vitis lambrusca, which then is another, I guess it would be another genus of grapes. And they have then other grapes underneath them. They're just not, it's the French are making up all of these rules. So they're just not deemed like the ultimate highest quality. But at the end of the day, you have to respect the land that you're growing on. So I like hybrids, big fan of hybrids.
Yeah. Great babies. They're great babies, Roman.
Are you familiar with our Finger Lake region here?
Yes, because Ontario also, yes.
So
very similar.
We have a lot of wineries around Lake, is it Genesee?
No.
Which, help me out.
I'm not helping them out.
Come on.
I don't think there's a Genesee Lake.
Well,
I've never heard of this.
there's a town of Genesee. So there, damn it. One of the Finger Lakes.
No, there's five Finger Lakes, right? Yeah.
I'm going to give him the middle finger lake here in a minute. He doesn't get
Maybe it is around the Finger Lake. It's one of the largest.
Oneida.
And it has, no, those are Great Lakes. So one of the Finger Lakes has a large amount of wineries.
Yeah.
And they seem to grow mostly on one side. I think it's because of this, where the sun sets, and how much sun exposure they get maybe. And maybe it has something to do with water and soil. Mm-hmm. But I've counted almost 47 just on one road. And
wow.
So what we have here is you can go wine tasting and you can basically pay a fee, and there's this like a party bus. It'll come pick you up at a location, and that way you don't need a designated driver, and then you go to all these wineries and you do tasting. Did you find the name of the lake?
I'm looking.
Yes, that's very common out here as well too.
And when I first moved here, I thought it was so bizarre and like unique to have this kind of climate and have so many wineries. Because in my mind is always like Napa Valley or Tuscany in Italy or in France, different climate, right? Like you don't expect in a place where we get so much snow and such a cold weather to have these many wineries. But I gotta imagine it has something to do with soil and water, right? Or are there different purposes for that?
No, definitely the soil, the water. They're going to be planting closer to the lakes because they're going to get a lot of heat that comes off of the lakes. So that helps with a lot of the frost prevention as well. There's lots of grapes that thrive in cool climates, though. So what's going to grow in Napa is not going to grow in the same area. Maybe a few grapes will cross over, but they'll be in very different styles. Like a Cab Sav from Argentina is probably going to be up high up on the mountain, whereas when it's a Cab Sav grown in California, it's going to be so much jammier. It's going to be richer. You're going to have a higher alcohol because you're going to have more sugar development. Whereas Argentina is going to be a little bit more restrained, a little bit tighter in the mouthfeel, more like green bell pepper notes going on.
Mm-hmm.
Frank just helped me out here. So the lake I'm thinking of is Seneca Lake.
Oh, yes, Seneca Lake.
Yeah.
Yep.
In New York State alone, I think in the US and the country, it's we've got some of the best tasting water in the country. It's just a fact. I mean, that's why we got a lot of breweries and a lot of this water comes from Skinny Alice though, right? The drinking water.
Yeah, depending on where you live.
Yeah, but it's very conducive to sort of brewing and the winery piece of things. But I like those wine tours you take. These bus trips you can go on and. Because then someone's driving, you just get a busload of people, and then you don't have to worry about driving. I mean, it's a long day, and it ends at like 5, but you feel like you've been out all day. Started like 11.
All day.
You probably get
so
it.
Much fun though.
But
It's such a good way to get a group of friends together and literally just piss away the day.
Are you around a lot of other wineries? The people
we are. So we're actually lucky enough to be right in the heart of BC wine country. Yeah.
Okay.
So the entire region is called the Okanagan Valley. So BC has a recognized region, which would be the Okanagan Valley. There's a couple smaller ones down on the coast. Ontario is recognized right around the Great Lakes for their wine region, and then a little bit in Nova Scotia and PEI, and that's actually it for wine production in Canada.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but so you still get it. You're getting people that are touring your place on these wine tour buses also.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, we have just about 500 wineries in BC.
Oh, geez.
There's a lot. I don't know how many specifically are in the Okanagan, but probably at least 80%.
Oh, I did not realize it was that large. Yeah.
Yeah.
Road trip.
So right, exactly. So I don't even know what I was going to say because it's such an immense amount of establishments. I did not realize it was that big.
Do you also have a restaurant or just winery? Like
we do. It is a restaurant. I feel like restaurant has these connotations of like this big, like full dining scenario. We're like a mix between a restaurant and a food truck. So everything is like we just only have outdoor seating. But it has been fun. I mean, you have to have your cheese and your meat and stuff with your wine, right? That's classic. We also have a good reputation for tacos as well too.
Perfect.
Ooh.
You make them yourself?
I don't make it myself.
No.
Actually, my husband's in there actually a lot. For the most part, we actually hire out chefs, and we actually like to rotate through chefs. So every year we bring in a new chef, and that just kind of gives us like a fun little spin on different things. We keep with the tacos, but then they always come in with their different flair, and it's just fun. It's like a guest chef.
Yeah. I didn't mean that you actually were sitting there making them. I didn't know if you had them in house or if you had like a food truck type thing.
Oh no, yes, okay, yes, we do have them in house. Yes, we do have a little kitchen that we cook out of. Yes,
yeah, perfect.
But sometimes I'm in there making them.
Yeah, I imagine as a business owner, you got to wear all these hats, right?
What kind of wine pairs with tacos?
Ooh, lots of wine pairs with tacos.
Tequila does.
Yeah, tequila wine. Have you heard of it? Actually, funny enough, I made a wine called Summer Hito, but it was basically built off of a mojito that paired fantastic with tacos. And even if you added a little tequila into the wine, also tasted really good.
Actually, I was going to...
And you can be creative like that for sure, yeah.
You can, yes.
I was going to ask you about experimental wines, so I'm kind of glad you started with that. What other experimental wines have you played with and tried and liked and wanted to make more, or did you open it to the public and had more demand?
Yes. Okay. So with Field A Acres, we do a mix of grape-based wines and then also honey wines. So the honey wine, or known as mead, So that's what we started actually out originally with. So we use all different kinds of fruits. Like we do a honey hibiscus. That's not a fruit though; it's a flower. But we do fruits, vegetables, herbs, flowers. Honey wine is the best for experimental wines. So the Summerhito, which was a a Summerhito was a mojito knockoff. That one was fantastic. We also made it sparkling. That was huge demand. That was probably our biggest experimental wine that we did. I played around with hops. So we made a hop. We used Citra hops, and that was a apple, honey, lime base for the wine. And then we added the Citra hops in there. That was also delicious. Also tastes really good when it was carbonated as well too. Mm-hmm. We play around with like different oaks and stuff as well. Honey hibiscus, probably our number one seller. I call it Bees Do So Much, which stands for BDSM.
I want some. We're getting it.
Right?
Yeah.
So that one's been super popular. We actually experimented with a glitter wine. It was called Silly Goose, and it was strawberry rhubarb, and I actually put edible glitter in it. And that was a huge hit for summer.
What's edible glitter?
It's basically a sugar derivative, and it looks like glitter. You put it in your glass and you swirl it around, and it's pretty and sparkly, and it was like this beautiful, like kind of salmony pink color, and it was perfect for summer.
Glitter is my kryptonite.
Yeah, because you got some on your head. Actually, you got some on your head.
Anytime we get those Christmas cards and I open it, I'm like, nope, I give it to my wife. I'm like, take that away.
You know, there's a company that you can like, if you don't like someone, you can order the card and they'll send you a glitter card.
The glitter bombs.
Yeah.
I know. You can also get like confetti bombs too. Oh, I know. A glitter bomb would be, it would never go away. You would have it forever.
I know I'm getting Roma next year.
If you do that, I was going to say, I will order a truckload.
I'll be a podcast host with Madison.
Okay, good luck.
So
it's a big time difference.
So mead wine versus mead beer, is there a difference?
No. There's actually a good chance that you're talking about the same thing. So mead beer. So it all comes back from the Viking times, right? Or Game of Thrones. So the only issue that they had, exactly, they just didn't know how to stop their fermentation. So that's probably why they were getting so drunk off of it, because it kept fermenting. Yeah. Nowadays, with technology, we do know how to stop the fermentation. So we serve it still, but they're essentially the same.
Yeah. We have some mead. We have some mead in there in the bottom right.
Yeah. And
watermelon mead.
Ooh, interesting. Okay. Watermelon. All right. Difficult to work with.
BDSM mead.
No, that's back here.
Yeah, that's impressive too. Just to keep it there.
That's awesome marketing too. Like everybody's going to order that.
I know.
Well, it's already a good seller for you. So, but that's something routine you keep making.
That is something. Yes. So we've only actually been open for 3 years. So we're going into our 4th summer next year. So the first 3 years, we really just put all different kind of flavor combinations together that we could think of, and then threw it out to the public. We were doing mixtures of grape wine with different fruits and also honey. Like we did a Sauvignon Blanc guava. That was quite tasty. So it's just been a lot of experimenting. And now that we've had about 3 years of sales under us, we really know what our customers like, and we're kind of refining what we do. So we'll have 5 or 6 staples to offer, but we will always still have some fun experimenting though.
Yeah, you have to sort of evolve so it's not stagnant. People know, that they can get something unique or try. And, there's always people that want, I'll try anything, right? And then and I'll drink it, but maybe I won't have it again after that. But why do you gotta make comments like that?
That's true. I don't lie.
This is going to be our last podcast together.
Say that every podcast.
So now we're talking about the winery. You're there, right? You've got your roastery.
Yes.
And then what else is new? What else? Anything else coming up? You got some plans for expansion? Other than the more acreage.
Not really, actually. We're kind of just dialing in. We did do the non-alcoholic though, so that launched last February. So we're only in our 2nd year of that. We're going to launch a few more products under the non-alcoholic line. I would love a sparkling rosé, and we're really trying to work on a white as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll kind of probably keep it at those 4.
So you right now you only have one of the non-alcohol wine?
We have 2. So we have a Merlot, and then we also have a rosé.
And then, so what's the process to make it non-alcoholic? Like, there's obviously no fermentation, right?
No. So that's a big misconception with non-alcoholic wine. So we do ferment it to real wine, and then we actually just remove the alcohol. So you still have like the tannins, you have the structure, you still got that same mouthfeel. All of the flavors are still there of a fermented wine, just very literally does not have the alcohol.
How do you get the alcohol out? Is it a boiled off thing or?
You can boil it off. If you boil it off, it'll taste like those like $8 grocery store non-alcoholic wines that have been forever on the shelf for the last 12 years.
Right.
So we actually do a vacuum distillation technique. It's essentially a centrifuge, and we spin out the alcohol on a molecular level. It's the most gentle way to remove the alcohol, while keeping the rest of the wine intact. Mm-hmm. Another common method is reverse osmosis. That way, though, you're basically dismantling the wine and then you're putting it back. Yep. So this way, it's the way that we do it. It's less intrusive.
Yep. It's I know a little bit about the science background piece of it, but I guess what I'm getting at is, where does that alcohol go when you remove it? Like, what are you doing with it?
It turns into a cleaning product.
Oh man, I'm just thinking, the proof is of that.
We just use it to sanitize things.
Yeah, or run your car or something,
Yeah,
during
winemaking equipment.
During COVID, a lot of distillers were making hand sanitizer and just giving it away or selling it cheap. I've bought some from local distillers here, and a friend of mine has a distillery. He sent us a whole box too. But yeah, that's what you can do with the alcohol.
Yeah, my wife is she's Italian and she has family in Canada, and they would drink grappa, which is just like their table scraps of organic, and they would just let it ferment. But like they would drink it in like a little espresso things because it knocks you on your ass. Like one little shot glass and you're fucking done. Yeah.
What's the percentage on that?
Ass kicker. Whatever. It is. I don't know what it. Do you know what it is, Madison? Like,
I would think you're going to be in the 16 to 18%. You might even be closer to a 20, like a port.
Yeah.
It might be I believe grappa is fortified.
We had a 21% barley wine, alcohol beer. Yeah, that was with tough. Rockney and Evan. Yeah, it was good, but yeah, you're not drinking more than one of those.
And it's thick.
I mean, you're not drinking.
It's thick. Oh God, you really will try anything.
I'll do it.
We like to experiment. We're not shy.
But how great is it that you get to have? So you got this new winery, right? Exciting, and you're newish married, right? So you're
newish married. Yep. Going on 5 years next year, or no, 5 years this year. 5 years is July.
Oh, see, you're the guy that forgets, right?
Newlyweds.
But you get to experiment. You're obviously having fun with what you do. You have an established business that enables you to sort of make these experimental wines that are obviously turning out well, but they're not actually even hurting the business. So it's like a perfect sort of mixture for you, and your personality is so bubbly and you are like glitter Madison.
Oh, thank you. That's so kind. No, we've definitely built ourselves an adult playground here. So in total, the entire property is 11 acres. We do have the luxury of living on site as well, which can be dangerous at times.
Yeah.
But no, it's really nice. So like our winery is associated down below, and then our house is up top. We got our beautiful vineyard. We have all of our farm animals, which actually we're quite downsized right now. But we've gone through the years of lots of cool different we had ostriches at one point, lots of fun things. We have a beach volleyball court that my husband built for me. So it's fun. We go quadding and stuff. We definitely have a little adult playground here.
So at least you got a separate residence that's not, in the same area as your tasting room, I suppose. Like you've got an actual place you can go.
It is in a separate building. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like I spend more time down there than I do in my house.
Yeah.
But that comes with the territory.
We have a brewery around here that has an emu, right?
Emu, yeah, 2 emus.
They have emus like in their front.
One of them went got loose and they had to chase it with ATVs.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. We had a peacock that broke out and it terrorized the town of Summerland for an entire summer. It even had its own Facebook page because it kept popping up in different areas every 3 days. And people are like, you have to come get this peacock. I'm like, this is like a 6-foot bird with its tail. Like, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
I went to.
Are they dangerous?
No, they're not dangerous.
Yeah. Because emus spit on you, right?
Yeah. Emus they're a little sketchy.
So I try anything, right? Roman ate an emu.
I've eaten an emu.
Yeah.
So I went
That's
to.
nice. No,
I ate an ostrich. I ate one of my ostriches.
they got big ass eggs. So I like that.
I went to Canada. We went to Quebec, and just outside of Quebec is one of the only large emu farms that is in Canada, and they would sell emu meat, like you can buy and grill, and it tastes like beef.
Not it.
Okay, so does ostrich. So emu meat is it red?
Yeah. And
yeah, nice. Okay, same with ostrich.
My son loved it so much he had it for dinner, breakfast, and lunch.
Oh my gosh!
And then we bought these emu eggs. They're blue and they're large. And then so they also make product like skincare product out of emu fat. So they really utilize as much of the bird as possible for different products. So not a lot goes to waste. And they do a really good job. Like their facility is very clean. They really care for the birds. It's nice. And we got to come really close to them and, you can touch them. And some of them, they said, don't touch that one. That one's an asshole. And,
yeah. You learned a different personality. Yeah. Really
There's always an asshole in a large group, right?
Right. Even in a small group. Even in a small group. I'd be sitting in the tasting room. You guys go play with your emu.
But we were in Martha's Vineyard and we went to, is it llamas?
That's an animal named Llama.
We went to a llama farm and I think they're families of camels.
Yeah, they got a longer neck. They're white.
Yeah, but the different colors. They have black, brown, but they have one of those. They have those haircuts that like teenagers.
She's probably got 10 of them.
We did used to have llamas. Yes.
Perfect.
As much as I collect wine, big animal collector. So just about almost raised everything that I possibly could. Yeah. Llamas are cool though. They got the funny haircuts. That was the best part, was shearing them once a year, and then you can just do different designs. And you leave the little head, the
little thing on top, right? Like the little hair piece, right?
Yeah. So is that hair or fur? Like what do you call it?
Technically for a llama, it's called fiber.
Fiber? Their fiber.
Yeah, dumbass.
I know. Their fiber is very silky and super soft. And I bought like a hat and socks, and they're just so warm.
I was going to ask if they make clothes out of it. Yeah. Like pillows and shit, right?
Coats.
Cool.
Yeah. Llama fiber actually is fantastic. It's hypoallergenic. It has great heat capabilities. And it also is antibacterial.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, I bought several socks, a hat.
See, I should have just drank this out of the bottle because. Sorry, I keep interrupting.
When he told me that he wanted to drink wine out of the bottle,
just put a straw in there.
I wouldn't even. I could probably. You know what? I could probably chug this. You ever see these people drink beer and they do the chug? I think I could do that.
A shotgun?
No.
Oh, they take like a pint glass and they just.
Oh God, yes.
I think I could do that with wine.
Seconds.
An entire bottle.
Is that your party trick?
Yeah, you'd be amazed what party tricks. It's too numerous to count, really.
These tricks are BDSM.
Oh, you're multi-talented. I love it.
Yeah, that's one word for it. Other people say stupid. Like,
tit for tat.
Yeah.
You put it nicely. So
we have fun. We just, we like meeting interesting people like you, and we kind of get off sidetracked a little bit, but we want to talk about your business and see, what it is that you have planned. If there's anything more specific you want to talk about. I know that we want to talk about this type of thing, right?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, what was public's reaction like for, I bring this out like it's your wine. I'm sorry. I wish we will get hold of your wine somehow. To non-alcoholic wine. I've never heard of it till we were gonna do this interview with you, and Frank told me that you guys make non-alcoholic wine. So not till recently that I've heard of it. So
Do you
what?
get out much?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, dumbass.
It is very so. Okay, so I find it's very popular with the younger generation of drinkers, or like the super elderly, which is different from elderly. I don't know why I said super elderly. Definitely,
There's a
yes. The
threshold
younger
there.
generation, they're like, what do we call them? Like the Gen Zs, all of that. Whatever comes after Gen Zs, I don't know. I think it was like Alpha in there or something.
Yeah.
They are very health conscious about what they're putting in their bodies these days. There's that whole like crunchy mom trend going around too. So in those circles, it is very well known, and it's very popular. So we had a great reaction. There's actually full liquor stores and bars now that are just completely non-alcoholic.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, it's interesting.
It's crazy. And like they're all over the place, and they're like franchising locations and stuff. So it's super popular in that. Actually, apparently millennials are like the ones that drink the most.
Mhm.
So that's nice.
Well, that's good. You can cater to, different types of consumers. If you're questioning if wine is good to put in your body, it's always yes.
It's always yes. Yes. I believe that is always yes.
Regardless
Maybe moderation.
Yeah.
regardless the content of alcohol, wine is good for you.
Yes.
I grew up as a kid. There was always wine at the table. There's always a glass of wine with dinner. So, and when I say grew up, not like drinking, just want to make this clear.
No, but there's other things you're putting in your body.
Yeah. So it was interesting for me. Yeah, it's, you said, do you go out much? I do, but just never heard of a non-alcoholic wine. I've heard of non-alcoholic beer because we got into this whole, craft beer when we started a podcast. Because I always drank, your boring regular beer. But when you discover this craft brewery community throughout the country and the world, when I traveled to Canada or France or Belgium, there's craft breweries out there as well. And it was fun to talk to people out there about the local beer and how much passion they have there, just as much as we do here. And it's fun to, in winery business, it's worldwide. It's probably older than, do you think this is older than beer?
Well, it would have started off as probably mead or something like that, right?
Yes. Technically, mead is the oldest fermented beverage,
Okay.
which is a form of it's wine. It's yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, mead is the oldest, and it's turned into beer and wine. So
Yeah.
like
Yes.
mead is like the Virgin Mary, and
Yes.
beer and wine is the spawn of that.
Beer was
We
actually
don't know who the dad is.
discovered by a woman.
Yes.
They created beer and they would sell it at a market.
Mhm.
And that's
Oh, that's so fun! I did not know that.
yeah. So
Well, and that's what
Everything
that's
could
what
come from women.
that's what we started this off as. Like, at first it was just we have a couple, and then we just like talk to each other about things because our families are friends and stuff. But now it's more into like this or business owners or just the name kind of is misleading because we just meet interesting people
it opened doors
in all industries. Yep.
Yeah, it opened doors to get in touch with interesting people, fun industries. Getting to learn more about things that most people don't pay attention to in day-to-day life, right? But we get this opportunity to meet with great guests, sometimes in person, sometimes we meet like this, and then we make a road trip and we meet with them in person. We do another sit-down interview or tours. We've done tours of not wineries, but like breweries or manufacturing. And we love it. And it's such a unique opportunity to share these stories with the world, knowing that there are people listening to us in different countries. It was amazing. Like at first, we started off, podcast, hopefully our friends,
We're in a 10 by 10 basement room.
our friends will listen to
Pretty
it.
close, man, but not that
Yeah.
close.
But now we're in top 10% in the world, as our podcast was rated. So it's fun to know the reach, where this information goes and where we get to share these fun stories. So back to you, Madison. We talked about the winery. I'd like to know more about the animals
Yes.
because I love animals. And why did you get into raising farm animals? Is it something you've done growing up, or your husband has done it, and you guys decided to do this together? Did the winery come first, then the farming animals, or vice versa?
The animals came first. We were gonna wait at least a year before we got animals, and then I found 2 baby goats for sale, and I was like, "But look!" And then we went and got them, and then that's all we needed to then like trigger it, and then it just kind of got out of control there for a little bit. We actually had over 300 animals at one point.
Wow!
I grew up with like birds and ducks being farmed, just like kind of like backyard birds kind of thing, maybe a dozen. Laurent grew up with mostly horses. Yeah, little bits of farming here and there. Not anything too crazy though. It was just something that we really wanted to do. We're really big on like raising our own food. We really kind of want like more of like a natural environment. And actually all of our animals work on the farm. So we're a no spray farm. When we took the property over, it was kind of run down. It was an older gentleman that was doing his best to take care of it. But it was a lot. Like 11 acres is a lot to take care of. We had this beautiful apple orchard there. So we had to rip about half of that out. It was this old growth, 30-year-old ambrosia apples. They're the best apples you'll have, but they were riddled with bugs. We had all of these regulatory groups after us. You got to spray, you got to do this stuff. And it's like, no, we're tired of the pesticides. So it was kind of just more of like a personal goal. Like we like to, like I make my own butter from fresh milk, things like that, cheese. We really try to do that as best we can. Yes, we love to indulge in our fried food and our local pubs and all that. And then we have this like super cute like homesteading side to us at the same time.
Yeah.
So that's where the animals came in. And we use all of the animals for their manure. We use them to clear out fields and stuff. Nothing will rototill like a pig.
Sure.
They will destroy. Oh, same thing with goats. Goats are perfect. If you don't want something somewhere, put goats in there. They will fix your problem.
My wife laughs at me because I love those screaming goats.
Well, there's the fainting goats too, right?
Yeah, the fainting goats are so funny.
When they get scared.
They just freeze up.
Yeah.
But the little goats are so cute. I saw this video of these little goats in pajamas jumping around. It was so adorable.
Yeah,
They
little
got
Nigerian goats. Yeah.
They got goat yoga. You ever see that?
Oh, yeah.
Yoga with goats, or like
How about those videos? Like people do yogas with animals roaming around. That would be.
like the little pugs or French bulldogs are all running around when you're doing it.
Yeah, we did a yoga class actually with piglets.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be able to do yoga. I would just be occupied with animals.
Oh, I know. They're just so cute. They're so adorable.
Have you heard of Asher House?
Ooh, no.
Not far from you. So Asher House, I think he's in Washington State. And basically they rescue animals. They have over...
Wait, he's all dogs though, right?
No.
Oh.
So I think they have over 200 acres. I could be wrong, but it's divided. The land divided. One side is all farm animals. So they'll have like horses, cows, pigs. And then the other side is like cats, dogs, birds, turtles, whatever, you name
Is
it.
this the guy that wears the overalls with a big hairy chest?
I guess.
I don't know.
So he rescues animals.
Oh, you're talking about yourself for a second.
I don't. Yeah. I just go without the overalls. Just let it go.
So, and he has hundreds of animals, and all his animals are rescued animals. And he would there's a tour of his property and his house on YouTube. Look it up, Asher House.
Okay.
And when you said you had over 300 animals, it made me think of Asher House because he's got like special filtration systems set up in his home because of all the hair from the dogs and the cats. He shows his bed and he goes, at a time, sometimes there'll be like 20 dogs in his bed.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
And I think 3 dogs in my house on my bed is too much.
One dog's enough for me, and he's just 25 pounds.
Yeah.
You know?
Somehow my wife and I end up on the very edges of our king size bed, and the 3 dogs have the whole middle.
That's usually how it works. So one of our house pigs, Martini, actually all of our pigs have slept in our bed at some point.
Martini.
They all have alcohol names?
They all got names. So we started. So Olive was our first pig. She was our first house pig. So she like got us hooked on pigs. So she always used to sleep in our bed with us. Then she turned into like her teenage phase and she actually had her own room. But now she's big enough. So she lives outside. So she lives in the front yard. And then we got a second pig named Martini.
Are they all alcohol names or something that has to do with alcohol?
They are all alcohol names. Yes. Except for Pinky and Brain.
What about Zeus?
No, it's Goose. Goose with a G.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which is short for Grey Goose.
But it could also be Gose. There's a beer, Gose, remember?
Oh, there you go.
Gose, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
But Grey Goose, I like that better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So right now, living in the house, we have, or actually, well, Olive's in the front yard. Then we got Martini. Then we got Goose. We got Lemon for Lemon Twist. And then we got Vesper for Vesper Martini.
That's perfect.
Do you guys have a Vespa on your property?
No, we are all gravel and dirt roads, so you wouldn't make it too far.
But you got the four-wheelers.
We got the four-wheelers, yeah. Yeah, we got a couple of dirt bikes, quads, yeah, side by side.
Yeah, okay. All the toys, yeah.
So you said your husband had more hands-on experience and you're more education part of it as far as wine goes. What did he like? What was his role when he grew up on the winery? Like, was he like more hands-on growing up, like working there?
Yes. Yeah. So he kind of basically did anything and everything. And so he was raised by his grandparents. And if they had to be out in the vineyard, then so did little 5-year-old Laurent had to be out in the vineyard. Bring your Lego, come on, or take your dirt bike. So like he's seen everything. So he was the one that actually got us started on the mead because he's seen, so his family started the winery back in the 80s. Out on this side of the pond because they were originally all from Europe and had a big, massive winery in Europe. And then they flew over the pond, came over here. So he's seen it from his entire life, relying on a single crop of fruit for your livelihood.
Sure, yeah,
and he's like, we should not do this. We should do other stuff. So he was actually super into the honey wine, which is kind of where that fell into, just because we have so much flexibility with the crops. So that was probably the best thing because we had 2 years back to back where it was just devastating. We went from having just enough grapes in the valley to support everyone, which we have close to 700 vineyards as well in BC, just in BC alone. That's not even including Ontario, which is probably double that, to then having no grapes. People were tearing out 30-year-old vines, 20-year-old vines. There's no grapes to be had. We lost out on 2 vintages. And then now the vines that did make it through, they came back with a vengeance. And there's a surplus of grapes now, which is fantastic. But it's very tough because a winery is still not cheap. Or any kind of production, like you're producing, you're manufacturing, right? It's not, you can't be missing out on a few years. That's tough. So it's having the different fruits was very helpful.
Now, are you able to freeze grapes? Like, people, we have a big apple crop in our state. And they would pick them and they'd freeze them over the winter and then they sell them. Can you do that with grapes? Can you store
can. There's actually a couple wineries that they bring grapes up from California and they actually flash freeze them and then they essentially press them on demand and make wine when they need. We ourselves have never looked into it. I don't know how many facilities do it, but it could be a possibility. Yeah. I imagine there's a pretty expensive price that comes with it. Or it's most likely going to be the storage that's a deterrent because I don't know where you put all those grapes.
Yeah, I mean, anything refrigeration is going to be expensive to begin with for sure.
Right? Yeah. So like if you, 1 ton of grapes is roughly 600 to 750 liters, depending on if it's red or white, which some wineries are 500,000 liters.
Right.
Yeah. So it's tough. We're very small. We're in that 20 to 30,000 liters. But still, where are you going to put all that?
Yep.
Frozen.
Right, exactly. Yep.
I mean, in the wintertime, you just leave it outside. But
right.
I have friends that do like, home wine, and they would order grapes either from Europe or California. And, they do small production. Actually, one of my clients, I remodeled a home for them, and her father has been making wine since 1976.
Wow.
So for a long time. And her and I talked about a special gift for her father. And I made a custom wooden epoxy table for him where I put a lot of wine corks in the epoxy with
Yes.
like a dark walnut slab of wood. And so she took him out to dinner, and I went into the house, assembled the table. It was like a surprise. I got a little brass plaque with the family name and saying Winery since whatever. And I've never left his house without a bottle of wine. Every time I would go work at his house, he's like, take a bottle with you. And he would make so much wine. I did an entire wine cellar for him so he could store all his bottles. He must have 500-600 bottles there. And
Roughly 10,000 less than you do.
That's very accurate.
but for like someone who is older and has such passion for them that many years, I still have 2 bottles actually in my house from him. And I've finished this project years ago. So it's nice to see, that kind of passion for wine. And it seems like, he's Italian, and I have another Italian friend who lived in Boston. And, it's like New York City. You don't have a large home, right? So you have this small apartment. Every cupboard you open, including coat closet, he had bottles of wine stashed somewhere. And he would get wine, and his sisters would do the whole stumping and, in a wooden large like barrel.
Yes.
And again, every time I visited him, I never left without a bottle. So, I love that passion. I love the history. I love these families. The histories, like your husband, grew up around wineries and where he comes from. It's unique. It's fun. Like that's the kind of person that sit down, have drinks, and talk for hours. Just.
I mean, Italians will talk for hours, regardless. But when you're first talking about the story, I'm like, this guy must be Italian.
but they could talk for hours and not even say a word because they just use their hands.
Is your husband Italian?
No, he is French. French and Spanish, actually. So his history dates back, not his specifically, but his family dates back to 1866 is when his great-great-great-great-grandparents opened up a winery down in the south of France there.
Yeah.
My goal is to go to southern part of the France. I've been to Paris, but I have a good friend who goes to southern part of the France.
Versailles or something.
Almost every year, he's like, dude, you got to go there. It's beautiful. Paris is a cool experience. I like to actually go back and experience it in like spring because I was there for like, Christmas, New Year.
I imagine that'd be busy. Cold as well, too.
Cold, busy. Yeah, not too cold. It wasn't too cold, but not like here.
We're different people because I want to go to that German fest where they have all those tables. There's a whole bunch of people drinking in that big.
Yes, Oktoberfest.
Yeah, but there's. And they wear those dresses, the people, the women, not the men.
Yeah.
Whatever they got on, and they're carrying like.
Yeah, the beer garden girls.
Yeah.
They send us an invitation to attend, but we need to plan it sometime.
We don't have schedules never line up, but yeah, we get invitations to go, and it's going to happen. And you know what? And Madison's going to meet us there.
Absolutely.
Maybe we gotta
they're
fly.
so hard to get into. You have to book out like a year in advance because they don't sell out so fast. So absolutely, you get an invite, we're going.
Yeah. It's
we had an invite around April or May, but at the time we just too much going on. We didn't do it. But yeah, we're definitely gonna. And
that'd be such a great.
We gotta make a trip to BC too.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we could just stop there on the way.
So I
just a boop.
I saw your Instagram page. There's an amazing community you have there. Like it looks fun. Like, are you offering like venue for weddings and parties and stuff like that, or is it just?
We haven't done any weddings yet. So we're a very specific kind of winery. We're very casual, very like drinking in your friend's backyard kind of vibe. There's definitely a certain theme to most wineries, and we are not them. we're casual. We're fun. Like you can catch me out in the grass without shoes on. Like there's baby ducks and stuff walking around. We did a barbecue Sunday event, and there's a chicken going around stealing ribs off people's plates. It was like, oh my God, okay. Like a goat will walk into the tasting room sometimes. So we have a very specific venue.
Yeah.
That doesn't necessarily always match with people's dreams. So we haven't yet gone into weddings, but we do a lot of events on our side. We have just had some birthday party rentals, just people wanting to get together in a space, because we are also a small space as well. Yeah, so we're more on like that intimate gathering kind of vibe. But you got to be chill. You got to be laid back. That's just relax a little.
I think a lot of people like that more than people think. I mean, I think that's what people would look for. I mean,
that's exactly when I looked at your Instagram page. It's exactly what you just described. Like that was my thought. Like it's very chill, laid back, fun. It's like everyone looks like friends and know each other for a while.
Yeah, like we let kids run around, throw them in the field, whatever. It's, do you want ice in your wine? Cool. Like we make wine slushies.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Like whatever. Who am I to tell you how to drink? The point is that we're drinking and we're friends.
Yes. Yeah. So we're drinking. We're all friends now.
Yeah.
Yes.
And how is the wine community among other wineries in your area? How
do you get along with them?
Yeah. Like what
it's good. Everyone's, for the most part, everyone's very supportive. There's a lot of snobbery in wine to begin with, even if you don't have a winery on all levels. So you never really fully escape that. I imagine everyone thinks that they're the best,
Well, you should to some degree. You should think you're the best to some degree.
Yes, of course, definitely. No, everyone has been very supportive throughout it all. We spent like a good year going around to everyone and like, this is what we want to do. And a lot of people had like advice. Some people sold us like equipment at discount and stuff. You run into a couple that aren't as friendly or don't play nice, but you get that in every industry. So.
Yep, absolutely.
Like I said, in every group, there's an asshole.
In every group, there's an asshole. Yes.
I'm living it. I am living it.
It's not me, so.
No.
What's in the future for the winery?
What's in the future?
What do you want to do? What would you like to do? Even long term.
Yeah. We are looking at expanding. We would actually love to purchase the property next to us to give us then a good 20 acres to work and play with. Plant some more grapes. Kind of just keep going. We're still so young. Like we have not yet like hit our capacity in any way, shape, or form. So I would love to build up our wine club. So we're working on that. The non-alcoholic wine has actually been fantastic because now we're actually across Canada and we're in every province. So that's been a great way to we branded under Muse, but obviously it still comes from us, but that's been a really good way to get our brand across the country because Canada has these really weird archaic liquor laws. So we can't actually ship our wine to majority of the provinces. I believe the States is not that way, right? You can buy and ship from anywhere.
Well, there is state by state regulation here.
Yeah.
Distribution of alcohol. Yeah. And then there's some laws in place where you need to have like a distributor, right?
Yes.
Or certain licenses to be able to, like, you need to get a license in the states you want to ship your alcohol to. So it's pretty.
What is this thing that I am, this certification thing?
You're
a sommelier, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry. You look all surprised. Sorry, we switched gears. But I am
You're the first level in beer.
Whatever the beer thing.
Oh,
there's only like 8 or 15 in the world that are like level 3.
Yes.
I just can't.
It's a funny word. Yes, I know what you mean.
I'm the beer server part. I'm like the first one because I haven't put in, but I forget what the name of it is. But yeah, you learn about these things because there's the distribution piece you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But I know a lot of things get shipped across state lines that probably aren't. But we cannot do that as individuals. You have to be licensed or whatever or certified to do that.
Okay. So pretty similar then to Canada. It's like we can kind of ship to Alberta. We can't ship to Ontario. It's so ridiculous.
But you can't ship to the US?
We can't ship to the US either. Yeah, we have to go through all of the regulations and processing for it. It's even if you have a distributor in Ontario, you can't they're just no BC wine. So that really has limited us in terms of our reach because there's only 5 million people in BC, right?
Yeah.
So Canada is so small. So doing the non-alcoholic across Canada really has brought us a lot more attention to not only our non-alcoholic brand, but then to our alcoholic brand as well too.
Mhm.
So we got an influx of Ontario and Quebec people visiting us this year, which was really nice. So
Nice.
just kind of working on expanding the winery. So we're not on every shelf yet, so we still have a lot more to go. So it's just focusing on sales, focusing on restaurants. Actually, we do a couple private labels and custom blends for restaurants. That's been a really fun project.
Yeah, sure.
So if we cross across border here into Canada, which we're only 2 hours away, is there a chance to
We're
find
2 hours away from Canada, but we're like 2 days away from you.
Yes, at least. It takes 24 hours to get out of Ontario to begin with.
Yeah,
so.
but we do have a friend. We do have a friend that I'll reach out after this that lives in BC.
Oh, that's right.
He moved from he's from Canada, moved to Colorado, and moved back to BC. Yeah.
So
Oh, nice. Okay.
is there a chance to find your wine on the east coast of Canada?
You can find our non-alcoholic wine on the East Coast for sure. Yep. We're in a couple of locations. And when we actually are on one retailer, Upside Drinks, and they do ship across the border. They're based out of Quebec.
Oh, okay. I wonder if we can buy it from them and have it shipped.
Yes. I could always send you some books.
Okay.
Heavy books.
Yeah. Yeah.
These books slosh.
Or farm. Can you send milk from your farm animals?
Just send the pig. Send Goose. Just send him.
I know Goose is my favorite.
He's my favorite.
Actually, no, he's my favorite out of the piglets. He's my favorite.
He's so cute. I love when the pigs move their nose.
It reminds me of an elephant trunk, but just way smaller.
Oh yeah, way shorter.
And pigs are so funny. They have major FOMO. Whatever you are doing, they need to be a part of it. They want it. They need to smell it. It's could they have it? Could they eat it? It's they're so fun that way.
I have a question about pigs. So in my house, when my wife gets up and moves around, all 3 dogs have to follow her. They don't follow me. Is it the same with the pigs? When you get up and move somewhere, do they all follow you but not follow your husband?
Pretty close. Most of the pigs that we have, I have raised from piglet because we most of our animals are either born on the farm or rescued. So that kind of just, I am their mother. So they just have that different bond with me. Some of them, they obviously still have a bond with my husband. But it's different. It's if they need something, it's me.
Mm-hmm.
But then if it's just hanging out on the couch, that's with the hubby. They're friends, whereas I'm mother.
I wish we'd be watching a movie or something and all 3 of them are with her. And I thought she's running out of space. If we get a 3rd dog, at least we'll be chilling with
You need a 4th.
We have no room for the 4th.
My dog won't let my wife or daughter touch me without barking. He's not aggressive. He just gets mad, get away from my man or something. He's just really, and he won't fall asleep unless he's facing me.
Yeah,
he'll fall asleep with them, but he's looking at me.
Yeah.
It's just really weird. It's cool. I mean, animals are so great, really. They don't judge. They don't hate you. They're the same no matter what your day was like.
Yeah.
You're the highlight of their day. Yep.
Yeah.
They're just happy to see you.
Yeah.
You know how hard it is to get out of bed when my dog is
snoring,
cuddling with me?
Do pigs snore?
No, sometimes they can breathe a little heavy. But they are very noisy outside of that. Every time they walk, they make a grunting noise and stuff. When Martini gets out of bed in the morning and it's 6 o'clock, we hear her get up and she just grunts and waits for one of us to open up the door. It's
You know what? That'll be you and your husband in about 30 years.
Exactly.
It's funny to me when my dog sighs. If I tell him to move or something, he's like,
that's basically saying, fuck.
Yeah, it's what? Asshole.
There's an asshole and everything.
And then when they're dreaming, they're running. Like, what are you dreaming about?
Oh, you like little leg twitches and stuff. Yeah. No, it's so cute. It's yeah. If we have to, because we also have a king bed, and there'll be a pig. Sometimes there's 2 pigs in there, and yeah, they'll just like get all like nice and cozy. Sometimes they wrap themselves up like burritos, and it's like, no, those are our blankets, and they get so upset.
You got like a little a little ramp to get up, or you got to put them in.
we do. Now it's a little step stool. We used to have a little ramp for Olive, and then Martini's fairly good at jumping. So she has, it's like a little mini couch that we found at like Target.
That's great. Yeah.
That's so funny. Picturing a pig jumping on the bed.
Yeah, it's so funny. And they're just like dogs. Like she sleeps at the end of the bed for the most part by our feet. She'll usually come up and snuggle, and then she goes to the end of the bed. Sometimes I roll over though. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's not my husband. And she's like, come up. She's snuck up, and she'll be between the 2 of us, and literally her head is on the pillow.
Yeah. Just like the human, right?
Yeah.
My bigger dog sleeps like that. He jump in my spot and put his head on the pillow like a person.
Yeah, like they're sleeping like angled up.
Yeah. No, pigs are great in the wintertime because they naturally run anywhere between 98 to 102 degrees Fahrenheit.
Nice.
Do they
So
shed?
they're hot. So they're
Do they shed a lot?
They don't. They lose hair, like just like a normal like human loses hair. Like you find it every once in a while.
Women lose hair much quicker than men do. Cool. Oh, it's crazy.
I don't know what you're
No,
talking
I can tell. Feeling a little subconscious about my hair right now, actually.
I'm jealous.
They do go bald once a year, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's their summer, or I guess their spring. Springtime, they end up losing all their winter coats. They get all furry or all fuzzy for winter, and then come springtime they shed it, and then they're just these bald ass pigs.
I go bald once a year, too.
Yeah.
That's my.
You caught him at peak season.
It's trendy.
You caught him at peak season. That's what happened.
Bald January.
I have a ton of hair.
Bald January.
It's got gel in it. Like I will never be bald.
Yeah.
No, this is. I put stuff in it.
That's not a lot of hair, dude.
Yeah, that's not a lot of hair, dude.
All right, let's not get into this. Madison. Thank you for taking the time and joking around, and we talked about wine and animals. That was fun, and I wanted to make sure that is there anything that we've missed that you would like to highlight, talk about it, maybe any specials or anything that's coming up.
No, this went so much more than what I actually thought. I was worried we were going to run out of things to talk about. I didn't know, but you guys are so fun though. Like listening. So I just started listening to you guys' podcast in November.
Oh, thank you.
And now I'm backtracking. So I read or listened to everything up to the most recent one, and now I'm going back up into the other months. And no, actually, Brews and Banter, I don't think it highlights enough what you guys talk about, because it is everything. And even if you're talking about a certain topic on a podcast, you just go with it. It's so fun. It's so interesting. It's just so free flowing. It's so nice. It's
Thank
just
you.
friends.
I know you were nervous at first, and thank you for doing this. And for me, and I know Roman too, the passion you have, individually, and I'm sure with your husband, just that is what is so exciting and interesting, because you can tell you care. It's not like you're just doing this to get it paid, And aside from the winery, the animals, everything you're doing. But I will just.
I wish I was getting paid to do this. It'll come at some point.
I just want to caution you, if you're going to go back to our back catalogs, like, it gets a little bit dicey there, sort of in the early episodes. Like,
well, you guys have 160-ish episodes. I don't know how far I'll make it back, but
well, so after 100.
You can stop at 81.
Okay.
We got someone we're wearing helmets and we're guzzling. It was pretty crazy.
Sometimes Frank would surprise, like if we don't have guests, it's just 2 of us. And which now rare.
Yeah.
But if it does happen, one of us comes up with some kind of a funny joke or a task or a game we're going to play during the podcast, and the other person doesn't know. So I think the last game we played, someone actually suggested we put stockings on our heads and try to blow the candle.
female, what are
Oh, yes,
Leg-
yes. Not like a Christmas stocking. Like
No,
a,
right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then blow out candles and see who gets.
You
Oh
couldn't
my
blow out the
gosh.
candle because you can't get through, but
So like stupid shit like this. But
That's so funny.
we grew into this passion. We appreciate it. We love we like to be organic. Nothing is scripted. We met you for the first time, and it's just easy and natural to carry conversation. I think you have to be curious to carry conversations with strangers you've never met, but you need to be curious in what they do and find that passion you guys have in whatever you love doing, whether it's raising animals, making wine, and meeting strangers in your own backyard and drinking beer. So all of that is important for us, and I think there needs to be more of this kind of stuff shared around the world. So we appreciate that you listen to our podcast and you like it and taking time to be on it as well.
No, thank you so much for having me. Basically, by the third podcast listening to you guys, I was like, I want to be friends with these guys. I feel like I know you. Like it's,
Well,
it's just so easy.
we appreciate it for sure. And so you probably speak a little French or a lot of French?
No, not yet. I'm going to have to at some point. I'm actually working on my Spanish right now.
Mhm.
It's a little bit easier for me to get. French is so weird. You have to pronounce like half the word.
Yeah.
Spanish is much more literal.
I know a lot of, I took a lot of French. I know a lot of French, but English is Roman's third language. So we throw a lot of slang and he doesn't understand. So that's what really gets him going is when I'll say something just dirty. He's like, what does that mean? I tell him and it's just gone after that.
It doesn't take much.
So that's what I cautioned you about in the earlier episode.
Oh, okay. Oh, I love it. That's so fun. Actually, I do have a question though.
Yes.
Frank,
Yes.
what is your beef with onions?
Oh my God. I'd rather have
Thank
beef.
you.
I'd rather have beef than onions. Like,
Oh, I know, but why? Onions they go so well with beef. Fried, raw, caramelized.
I thought we were going to be friends, but that is just ended right there. I like garlic. I love garlic. I don't know what it is with onions. And so you probably haven't listened far enough back because I'll tell you what I tell Roman. The reason I don't like onions is because it makes your penis small. So you've not made it back to that episode yet. So
I think you made that up in your head. You must.
No, I didn't.
You looked at yourself in the mirror. You're like, no more onions.
I just
That
don't.
works. I've never heard that argument before, so that works.
No, it's true. But I don't know what it is. I just don't like them. I don't know. But thank you for bringing that up. Thank you for paying attention. I don't get it. I never liked them. And there was actually a time where I quit eating ketchup for like 6 or 8 years because I saw I had onion powder in it. Like
Just about everything has onion powder in it. I don't know how to break that to you.
Beer and wine doesn't. So here we are.
I'll add it to my experimental list, an onion wine.
No, yeah. Don't do that. That'll be the worst seller ever.
Madison, anything you want to plug? Your website, social media, and we'll also
yes, definitely. So website violaacres.ca. All of our Facebook and Instagram follows that same Violet Acres, and then Muse we do brand separately, which is just drinkmuse.ca. And then same thing with the Facebook and the Instagram as well too.
And what's the wine club?
The wine club's just under Violet Acres. It's called the VIBs, very important bees.
And Violet is VEOHLAY.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. It's the phonetic spelling of our last name, actually.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well,
This was such a great time. Thank
you, Madison, again for taking the time. We appreciate it. I feel like we're friends now. Maybe someday we'll meet your
We're
husband
definitely friends
as well.
Not the onion thing. Fuck it. You're not going to Germany with us now for that.
You gotta have someone to eat your onions for you, though.
Oh,
I
okay.
can do that for you.
You're back in. We're friends again.
Yeah.
Worse without onions. I don't think you're gonna do well in Oktoberfest. I guess there's beer, but
I'll figure it out. Yeah.
You'll eat it. Thank you, Madison, again.
Thank you.
We want to say thank you to all of our listeners, our followers. Please support this podcast by going to bruiseandbanterstore.com, buy our merch. It helps us to continue growing this podcast meeting great people, traveling to the locations, interviews, tours. We love doing it. And we love to continue. And I want to also say thank you to Hopped Up Network and Big Oyster Brewing Company for sponsoring this episode. Thank you, Madison.
Thank you.
Homes.com is the only place where you can find specialized neighborhood guides with the in-depth insider info home shoppers want. Very in-depth info. Want to know if there's homes for sale in the area? We've got it. How long has a home been on the market? We'll know it. Average lot size? Uh-huh. Proximity to local parks? Of course. Insight into your neighbor's divorce? We're working on it.
Homes.com. We've done your homework.